All right, so it's not very often that we get to talk about an entire city on the show, let alone the 9th biggest city in Utah, circa 1900. We'll get into that. Welcome to Eureka. Eureka! So not only is Doug Wright Utah radio royalty and a guy that I have looked up to for years, but he's also a resident of Eureka.
Part-time
resident of Eureka. And he's going to show us around today. Check this out.
Yeah, we got lots of places to see.
Originally called Ruby Hollow, the town of Eureka is founded in 1870 when they discovered silver, lead, gold, and copper in the area. By 1922, Eureka had become the largest silver producer in the United States.
By the way, Eureka's claim to fame.
The Zamboni.
Zamboni.
Yeah, right.
He was born here, and then he moved. So
He moved to California.
The only thing we can claim is that he was born here.
He was born here.
I can tell that Doug likes history the same way I like history.
There's a picture of Amelia Earhart standing right there that I'll show you.
What?
Eureka!
So Amelia Earhart was flying through the Tinnick Valley, started having engine trouble, and so she thought, well, I'll do a controlled landing while I still have power. She landed in this field and was doing just fine, and then she nosed in to her propeller. She was hitchhiking, and somebody picked her up and brought her into Eureka, so she decided, I'll just get a hotel room until I can figure out what to do. And the Fitches heard about it. She came up here and was a house guest of the Fitch family.
Really?
And so they went down and they brought her plane and parked it right over here.
That right there.
Yep, right there. So Amelia Earhart stayed here. I'm not sure for how long. I would guess a couple days, 3 days maybe.
Eureka!
Oh, that's Porter Rockwell's house.
Yeah.
Really?
This would be Porter Rockwell's cabin. Now, Porter Rockwell was the bodyguard of Joseph Smith back in the day. You remember he was called the Avenging Mormon Angel of Death or something like that, right? He was told by Joseph Smith that if he never cut his beard, that no bullet could harm him. And he was pretty sure of that, too. He cut down a lot of people in the day. He was accused of murder once.
Or twice.
And on the stand, he said, I don't attempt to kill anybody. If I want somebody dead, they die. What is your connection to Eureka?
I love history. I love Utah mining history. So I came out here and I just kind of imposed myself on them. And I'm still trying to deal with it.
Going into City Hall.
Eureka!
This was the courthouse. Doug was just telling me that they just found this upstairs at some point, and it's marked Exhibit A.
If you're stabbing somebody, that's usually Exhibit A.
Well, make sure I don't have my fingerprints on there. We're going to go in an Elks Lodge here. Doug Wright, bona fide Elks Club member.
Bona fide elk. And I have the key to the kingdom. When you go in here, it's like you've gone back in time.
Just like Grandma's basement.
Yeah, it's just like Grandma's basement.
Look at this.
This is the oldest, still used as an Elks Lodge, west of the Mississippi or the Missouri. I can't remember which. They do more good for this town than almost any entity.
So my thanks to Doug Wright for hosting us today and giving us a tour of the city of Eureka. My thanks to the 700 or so residents of Eureka for treating us like family, even though we are obviously from out of town.
Like from out of town? You'd be surprised.
Like it, subscribe to it, and comment below on what you want to see next time on Cool Stuff in Utah.
You gotta watch out for these guys. These are radio people. And you know how shady they are.
Eureka!